Yeah, and there I go again. And we're back up. Jesus, when was the last time I actually saved this son of a bitch? Yeah, hopefully we won't screw up again. Sorry guys, yeah. Computer crashed. All Origin's fault. My bad. The error of the deep. Thank you, Prima. Yeah. Before you joined up, I've been having an ongoing problem with this computer that I purchased for Origin. It's locked up on me every time I stream for a long time, and for some reason they just can't get to the bottom of it. I've been troubleshooting back and forth with them about, hey, I paid a ton of shit for this computer and it's locking up. Why is that? And they still haven't figured it out yet. So, woe is me. But yeah, but thank you. It's good to be back. I'm gonna try to stream on less, like fewer platforms, so hopefully it'll be okay. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and go full frame. There we go. Says it can't go through. Oh man, my bad. Hang on a second. I gotta get these quick links to. Yeah, let me actually touch this up really quickly. I gotta put that in my description too as well. There you go. That one should work. Try that one out. Sorry about that. Yeah, what's up, cats? No, I'm back. Yeah, just PC lockup. I hope whenever I play RE9, it's not gonna bust like that. I hate for that to happen. It's kind of sad because my 8-year-old computer was actually streaming and playing Elden Ring at the same time before this new one came along. It says a lot about how this is all mismanaged. All right, let's actually get to some work, please. Yeah, kind of like that yo-yo. Bam. Actually, let's see what that looks like if I do this. He feels like he's like 8 feet tall when he does that. But the knee does feel better though. Damn. Okay. We'll try that. We'll do that. We'll play off of that. Dog, you had to talk about crashing. Dude. It's just the world that we live in right now, man. Maya crashes, man. It's like there's no and ifs or buts about that, you know. It's like peace we need to make with, you know, like peace. We have to live in harmony, you know. You can't open a 4 GB scene simulation with rigs and chaos and not expect to have a little kickback, you know? I don't even know if anything's crazy. I move a key, I scrub a timeline, pause, you know, and apparently that was just disrespectful to the software. I can't do what it's built to do. Like if I move a frame a certain way, or maybe it was just me ranting about Blizzard, you know, maybe Blizzard is still like VPNing on my system, you know? Auto saving is a thing. It's real. It froze. It's fine. I swear I wonder why I threw down money for a 4-6 only to have it run like ash for real. I know one thing's definitely for sure. I do not endorse Origin PC, even though I got like so many people saying to go with them. It's like I've tried going with the first one. I think it was called OPIC or something like that. My chat recommended it to me, and then I tried to build a computer, and then they were like, "Oh, sorry. Remember that order you placed 2 months ago? We actually started looking into our inventory, and we don't really have a part." And I was like, "Wow, thanks for the late notice, right?" And then this Origin one came along and gave me like this huge install, and then all of a sudden my shit just started freezing up, and you're like, "Oh, we're stress testing it." And, you know, nothing's wrong on our side. I'm like, I specifically said I'm looking to stream and play games and work while streaming. And it seems to be handling everything right, but it's just freezing. So what the fuck? So I did a stress. What's weird and what I don't understand about this PC, I'm thinking about taking it to a third party to be like, can you just stress test this to figure this out? Apparently I tested the RAM. The RAM is good. I've tested the graphics card. The graphics card is good. Now their final resolve is, okay, can you just do a fresh install of Windows and try it out? Which I haven't done yet. But dude, like, it's like opening this computer for the third time when I have to save and install everything all over again. Just not even worth it. It's like, okay, and then what happens when it freezes again? What is your solution? You know? It's like my fucking eye doctor from Kaiser. Sorry, we can't do nothing. Speaking of eyes, let me put those drips in my drip chat. I just got LASIK surgery in my left eye, and I'm hoping it's gonna heal soon. This left eye's been giving me trouble ever since. Bought an Omen, yeah. Damn, those pesky omens, man. That bad luck, that bad juju just running around these days. Yeah, I think this one would be good up in the air. I need to, I don't even know if Stefan's in this chat, but Stefan showed me like a sweet way to rotate all this stuff around without even have to pick up the pieces. Any new games that come out? I don't know. We need to ask gamers in the chat. Any new games that are coming out people are liking or want to play? It's February. I mean, I don't know. Like RE9's coming out. Oh yeah, that new Neva. I forgot about that. Neva DLC's happening. I probably got to check that one out. I'm not gonna be gaming this week though. I promised myself. I said I gotta finish polishing this shot up so I can start moving on to like other shit. Windows doesn't help matters. It's been Windows doesn't help matters. It's been firing up people's PCs with 11 and asking people to load Win in the meantime. Control 2. Yeah, Control looks pretty hot too as well. It's like normally if something fucks up, when I buy shit on Amazon, I just return it. But this is a fucking work PC. Like my life's work and career matters on this thing. And it's like moving. It's like moving to a new house, packing up and moving shit and taking shit back out again. Same thing with the PC. saving stuff, unpacking shit, installing shit takes like about a day, which I don't like. And returning this with as much money as I've spent on them really pisses me off. So yeah, it's a big deal. Crimson Desert and Fable are coming in March. Okay. Yeah, Crimson Desert look pretty tight. What's the March lineup? I wonder when that new Turok game's supposed to come out. When are we going to be dropping? I can't answer that. Buy me a couple drinks first, and I might tell you. Games don't exist. Dude, how can I not go to like a gaming website without getting bombarded with ads and newsletter signups? Jeez. Hey, it's your first time here? Give us your email. Email. Chad, have you ever been like to like any kind of place, like any store, and they instantly ask you for your phone number? Like they don't even say like, do you have a phone number with us? They're just like, can I get a phone number, please? That happened to me. I went to like PetSmart the other day and somebody said that. I just looked at them straight in the eye and I just said, I don't have a phone. And they just like looked at me awkwardly, and I was like, I'm just returning that energy, you know? Like, you know, it's like, I'm just returning that energy to you. It's awkward that you asked me for my phone number in the first place, so I'm just gonna make it even more awkward by saying I don't have one. And it's like, I remember she just looked down, she's like, oh. Opera GX is your go-to. Speaking of y'all dropping, how's the animated position search? Oh yeah. I've been meaning like, yeah, I think we're still looking. We're kind of like we've got just a few names, but something about it's like, I remember last we talked, we were so damn busy because we're ramping up really hot and heavy, so we haven't had time to really discuss the openings, the people in the positions, because normally we'd be on top of that and be like, all right, we're interviewing people, but not now. We've kind of been like in a stage of just like working a lot. So, you know, haven't heard anything on that front, unfortunately. But I'll keep you posted. Yeah, they're just, I'm pretty sure we might be ramping up probably June, July-ish or something like that. So I know we're probably going to need, maybe possibly be needing more help. Don't quote me on it. This is just my prediction, you know. I've been on games where I've been into like prototype land. I've been on games when we've been in production mode, and I've been on games to where we're like on the verge of like needing to deliver it. So it's like coming in hot and wild, you know. All that stuff changes. Like all that stuff, like they have different zones and times of hiring and getting stuff out. And it's just it's like, it is crazy. Like when production's like that, I tend not to jump in immediately unless I absolutely need the work. Because sometimes they will ask the impossible of you, you know? Like, can you start in the next 2 days and travel all the way to this country and set up an apartment and all that stuff like that, but just start in the next 2 days? Can we get you in the next 2 days? Drop everything that you're doing right now and like come immediately? It's like, no. had that happen to me one time when I was working in Florida. Like, I think it was like Sony or something that called, or Animal Logic at the time, and they were like, yeah, we're looking to fill like 5 positions, but we need you like next week. Can you just come to Canada? And I was like, I kinda am in transition right now. They're like, oh, sorry, we need the people like right now. And I'm like, okay, well, sorry, no. I wonder if it's still like that. I mean, since remote work has been so available, it might be a little different. Okay, how the fuck am I animating this right now? Okay, he's got to get over here. That's what I need. This. Actually, I'm going to do this really quickly. That. I'm going to make this a set. And this. Get to my picky. Create a set. Are we good? See what that looks like. There we go. When does like E3 show up? When's like the game show awards or something like that? I'm just gonna type in when is E3. I miss it. I miss E3, guys. When is E3 2026? There's actually an article about it. When is E3 Expo 2026? Hang on a second. Okay, this is in 2013. All right, like the first article on Google was like E3 is coming. I'm like, it's coming back. What is it just called? The Game Show Awards? Is that it? It's not the Game Show Awards because we just had that. Yo, Mig, what's up? The one Jeff Knightley is running $1 million a trailer to show your game. Summer Games Fest. Yeah, that's it. When is that? In June? It's right around the corner, man. Yuck, 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 yuck. Good? You good? Good. You know what I miss about E3 G4 on-site interviews? You know what I miss, Prima? Like we're parking in the same garage right now. I miss a site called Game Trailers. Anybody know what Game Trailers used to be? That was video game YouTube before YouTube. That's where like I think the Angry Video Game Nerd made his debut, and what was it? Screw Attack was starting. That was right around the time I started college for animation. Game Trailers was awesome. They always had the scoop. They always had like the biggest scoop. I remember like right around that time, Smash Brothers Brawl was just coming out. People were in a hype, you know. Street Fighter 4 was coming out. People were going nuts. You remember? Yeah. They have the old video retrospectives up on YouTube. I was watching. The quality is absolute ass, but man, I remember those videos. They were so cool. It's all nice to see where we came from, right? The hand is starting to hurt. Need a new mouse. Look at us. Uh-oh. Wacom pen more often. Have you ever tried like one of those vertical mouses, Mig? Those helped me when I had that problem. I actually got one. I actually got like this weird ass mouse. I got like a vertical mouse. I got like a joystick mouse that I never used. I saw a guy using it at DreamWorks once and I was like, oh, I want that. I think I kind of accidentally stole one, even though that doesn't make any sense. But it helped me out a lot. So it was for a purpose. Give me a second, chat. Hang on. All right, I'm back, guys. Oh, what's up? We got a crowd. What's happening? What's up? What's up? Logitech vertical mouse is really good use. Yeah, I heard about those. Like, I'm talking about this stuff, chat. Check this stuff out. Actually, I lied. I gave that shit away. I forgot about that. It is such a cheap piece of toy. My bad. I get the suspense up. Try getting the X Pen micro key mapper. Carpal tunnel helps the strain. Okay. That one's cool. I have this Ergo one, like this crazy thing right here. It's like this Freddy Krueger claw thing, man. I love this thing. Like, this is like an Ergo key control with like a whole bunch of buttons on it and stuff like that. So this is my hotkey one for when I do 2D. It's so cool, man, because they customize it to fit your hand. I even got my logo on there too. So it says for show right here. Sorry about the light. Maybe like one will help, but it's like for show right here too. And it's just like, the only problem is you got to choose your color and stick with it. But I love that thing. My setup's pretty standard, you know. It's just like comes with that thing. It's pretty nuts. But I like it too because it's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 buttons on one finger. So you go up, down, left, or right. It's pretty customizable to your hand. I'm a hotkey nutball, so I don't know about you guys. Like I use hotkeys all the time and I program shit. I totally stripped out Blender and redid it to my liking. So, you know, that's how I go. That's how I cook. There we go. Is this up to date? Okay. Sorry, I don't have the thing up into the side right there. There we go. How many subs left to the studio tour? I don't know. Let's take a look. I remember when I made that position, I was like right after I played a video game. We're going to make it, dude. We're going to make it, guys. As long as you guys, I mean, if you guys can help me out by just sharing my stuff and, you know, telling people about my channel and sharing my work, that really helps out a lot. It's really hard when it's really hard. Like, I can only do so much as a one-man band. Like, the algorithm gods don't favor me. They really don't. I'm over 131 videos on my channel. I only have 2K. And like, my boy Stefan and like all the other animators, like especially like one animator from Blizzard's got like 3 videos and he's already like 7K. So it's like, it's all about timing. I get it, but it's just a gamble. It's a crapshoot with me. I hate algorithms, man. Algorithms hate me, so it's even. Give me a second. Where are we at right now? We're at 9. So like 93 more subs. 93 more subs, dude. 93 more subs, then we'll get a studio tour. I'm trying, Arslan. I'm really I'm gonna start posting more shorts like this week. I'm just gonna throw a shit ton of shorts and hopefully like one of them gets 1 million. You know, I'm talking about Marvel Rivals shit, and like people, I would hit the Marvel Rivals community and they'll be like, hey, we don't care about animation, but we like Rivals, so. Or either like Asmund Gold will talk about me and I'll just get like 200,000 cockroaches join my stream, so I don't give a shit. Yeah. Maybe I might give a shit for that, but you know, just whatever. You know. There's this cute little YouTuber the other day, like she just happened to be on my feed talking about like video game NPCs. And then she was at 300 subs, and then the next day, one of those streamers talked about her video. She's up 250,000 subs. And then her next video was like, I'm so new at YouTube, and I got so many subscribers. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. Woosah, guys, you know, I'm not hating. It's just the game, right? It's the game. It's not the player, it's the game. You know, it's just the game. I gotta constantly remind myself that. You guys are real. You're not exactly, like Prima's got it. You guys are not bots, right? You're real. It's like, how that one guy said, I'd rather have like 100 real subs, like 100 real people do or die instead of like just 1 million bots, you know? That's what I got to keep reminding myself. It's like what we were talking about earlier. It's your circle. The circle matters, you know? The circle matters. It really does. That's why it's so hard. Like there's so many fake people nowadays. They really are. And I would assume even for like somebody who gets a bunch of subs and is a popular influencer and streamer, they probably got to deal with that daily, you know? It's just like the success. Like once, like I can't tell you, like when Combo Devils went live and the team got funded in 24 hours, you wouldn't believe how many people fucking reached out to them. You know, it was like ads and people wanted to talk and people wanted to produce and people wanted, like, it's just like, the strain, like people, it's what they call the bottom feeder syndrome. It's like once the success is there, that's when your fake friends show up, you know? People don't want to ride with you in the hard times, you know, they just want to ride with you in the successful times. And when it becomes the hard times, that's when you find out who your true friends are, right? I'm pretty sure it's like that with everybody, right? I'm not preaching to anybody new here. We've all been down that road, I'm sure, you know? Trying to grow your online presence this year. That's cool, Mig. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, like you guys being on here and just like chatting and talking with me. Not only does it help my mental health, you know, but it just keeps me going. Keeps me going knowing like what I got to do. That's why my Discord is so dead. That's why my Discord is like dead like Ricky Martin. Like it just doesn't have any life to it. And so I gotta find what I'm gonna pump some aura and some drizz and some energy into it, trying to figure it out, you know. Keep doing you. I'm trying, man. I'm cooking here. I just need some seasoning. Just need to find it. Game's fixed again. Look at Kingsman. Seems he got clouded. All his friends' drama. Fandom, poor dude. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's why your circle matters. You got to learn to say no, too. You got to like learn to like just like let people go, too. It's been like that too. I got this one message. I'm not gonna say anybody's name, but I just got this one message, like a Facebook of all, like the place I spend the least amount of time at these days. But it was like I was like, hey, the project got funded in 24 hours. This is amazing. And then somebody reached out to me with the headliner of, hey, Brad, man, it's been a while. Don't know if you remember me. It was probably about like 15 years ago. It was at that one place that me and you met and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, funny you should show up all of a sudden. Funny you should DM me all of a sudden. You know. But, that's just the way it goes. Flippity flip. You understood as soon as you heard Facebook. Yeah, man, Facebook, I think all the social medias, I think Facebook is like the most toxic. I don't know. I might be stretching that. But I have never seen more online hate for like a patch drop or a video game drop than I have on Facebook. It's not what it used to be, man. It is just riddled with ads and people that I don't give a shit about. Their rules are so... And just like what people can make content about on there, their rules are so vague. And it's like literally comes to the part where it's just like mind garbage. Doesn't even need to be face checked, so... I'm sorry, it doesn't need to be fact checked. If I want to be online, make a more social I'm gonna exempt Facebook. I don't wanna pander to that crowd. I'm sorry for anybody here that follows me on Facebook. I don't spend any time on there whatsoever. I spend the most time on Twitter, and I'm just starting to get into Instagram and TikTok now, so I need to get more on LinkedIn, but that's more professional site. I got to be careful when I'm jumping between those sites. Political reporting platform now. Yeah, it seems like it. I'm thinking of starting a stream, but ain't nobody going to ever see my face or know my real name, brah. You can do it faceless if you want to, Prima. But yeah, shit. You want to start a stream, buddy?
Do it!
Just fucking do it.
Just do it!
That's what I tell everybody on this stream. Just fucking do it, man. Get canceled, bruh. Don't get canceled. But who cares? Do I animate video games? Yeah, I do. Delete all your meta accounts, people be crazy. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm in for a learning experience sooner or later. One of these days is going to bite me in the ass. Hello, also fun fact, I'm friends with an Adult Swim animator. Ever heard of Philippe Despoy? No, sorry, I don't. The only Philippe I know is he was a sound designer in Overwatch. I knew an Asian guy named Pierre once. He was cool. Just say no to Zucko. Ooh. Yeah, I remember when Facebook was just nothing but showing off how many chicks you knew. Like, look how many girls I got in my friends list. Like, look at these girls in my profile pic. Look at these girls I hung out with last night. What is the BE slider in Animate Blend Ease? I love this slider. This is probably my most overused slider on this map. It's just like easing into something. So like straight up. Let's see, here's the character. Pose A, pose C, right? Pose B, if I go to Blend to Ease, this goes like however much influence I want into that pose. You know, mostly the Tween Machine does a better job of that through here because it starts from the middle to kind of get you like an in-between, but the Blend to Ease is just like it slowly dials it in too. So like you can get away with murder with this BE slider. Love this one. The slide, like I need to make a follow video to my old Anibot video. Talking about sliders. Not the hamburger kind, but the animation kind. Oh crap, then my camera went? Guys, you gotta let me know this. There we go. Yeah, my camera's I gotta get a new camera too. I gotta get a new webcam. Why stream so late, dude? Because we're just getting started. Welcome to Anim Life. Orientation begins at 1 a.m. See, I gotta go sleep at 3 a.m. No, you don't. You're just starting. We're starting at 1 a.m., Will. You can't go. That's not thug life. One thug to thug, man. You know, we're pulling all night here, bruh. Nah, go get him rest, man. I'm about ready to pull the plug too. I can't be up too late because I got to get up in the morning. Have a good night, Will. Memories of White Castle. I used to buy White Castle from like Frozen and then heat them up. We don't have White Castle over here in in California, or at least not the area that I'm at. LA doesn't have them, or they don't have many of them. All right, later, Will. Yeah, but we'll try to hit the 2K mark. We'll try to hit the 2,000 mark. It's like, it's kind of odd because it's like whatever you putting your time into the most kind of like reflects on like your following, how you're growing, you know? So if I'm just on Twitch, it's cool because like sometimes you could reach out to people who like animating or playing video games, whatever the case. Then you need to like solely outsource like kind of like your material to other platforms, to people to pick up on your, you know, your stuff. YouTube's interesting because I don't think YouTube goes hand in hand with Twitch. People don't really go back and forth. They either stay on YouTube or on Twitch. But YouTube kind of picks up from shorts, and then Twitch kind of picks up from things that you post, things on like Instagram and TikTok, or at least that's what I'm told. So I'm trying to get more material into TikTok, into Instagram, by using the cunning use of editing tools and getting a manager to kind of help organize some of that stuff for me, because I just got too much shit on my plate right now. I always hear Danny McBride every time I hear Thug Life. Whatever happened to that guy? Remember when he was like him and his crew were like hot shit. See what this is look like at the top. Watch the Righteous Gemstones is hilarious. I have not seen more than 20 people in streams on YouTube on typical streams. Yeah, I mean, it's normally like the big gamer ones that you see a lot of people streaming. I mean, it's kind of weird too because it's like I follow a lot of gamers, right? I follow a lot of really good streamers who have a huge following on Twitch, but man, damn, their daily streams are probably like not as big as like what I'm streaming right now with you guys, you know, like 5, 6 or 10 people. Not that I'm saying it's like bad, but it's just like number of followers is really like putting into perspective like how many people really want to engage with you. And I think like that's what says a lot more about, you know, like the stream party, like more about the community than anything, you know. That's what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to make like the long kind of like goal is to talk about animation in a sense of getting people interested to try this or to do this or to collab with one another into making like good art, whether it be video games or, you know, entertainment, or just trying to make a version of this for yourself, like your own stream or your own social media presence, or exposing your art or trying to get others to kind of help you along the way. I feel like there's too many people that like go to a place like Agora, try to talk to people, show off a bunch of shots, but they don't really like feel comfortable getting feedback or sharing, you know, stuff with one another. They just go for information, you know, like information, ask questions, and then bail out of there instead of like interacting with people or interacting with one another because they feel like either they're too high out of their league, too important, or whatnot. I just kind of want to break that barrier and be like, hey, it's okay to talk or ask questions or collab or try to like work on a project together, you know. But that's just wishful thinking. It would be nice to like turn my Discord into a studio, you know, and be like, hey, I can give you all a job if you want to work on this and animate on this. We'll just make our own shit, you know. But I don't know, I still haven't figured that part out yet. He does HBO because YouTube doesn't push them. I wonder why. Is it HBO again? Like it went from HBO to Max to HBO Plus, now to HBO Max. I guess it's back to HBO. Business. Okay, I need to work my way up this arm really quickly. Is it after 12? Okay, I gotta wrap it up. Man, that guitar riff is killing it right now. Yeah, I think we can move this guy down a little bit, right? Right? We can do that, right? Can we do that? We could do that. Grab this, and you grab that, and then you grab this. Control D that, and then D this. Nope, that didn't work. Well, shit. Well, shit, son. This is what I hate. I hate how... Wait a minute. Is this a bug? Did I run into a bug? Yeah, I don't want to mismatch. Okay. Yeah, I hate how the selection color is the same color as the actual control rig. It's kind of messed up. There we go. Thought I'd stop by real quick. How you doing, Brad? Yo, person. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm doing all right. Back to streaming animation. No more video games because, you know, I say a lot of foul language and I tend to run people off when I'm playing video games. So back to my roots. I used to go to Agora. I love their crowd, but some people shake my head. Yeah, you know, like I think it's the problem with social media too. There's too many experts. You ever get that? You guys ever get that impression? There's too many experts in the comments section. There's too many people that have been doing this for 25 years or I've been, you know, professional at this or whatever, and they tend to just give you their advice. Yeah, I think people just love to be right. They want the best comment. They want the most likes. They want the most replies. They want the most engagement. They just want to be noticed, you know? And it's like, you know, what can you do? Like, nobody wants to heed my advice. What's the point of even having a conversation? As the words of the great Iron Sheik, I humble you. Sorry, guys. I don't want to rant again. Stream's been going excellent so far. I appreciate you guys. But yes, thank you, person. I'm doing all right. Had one computer crash, but God willing, we don't have another. With that said, I'm like really thinking about Blender. Maybe we might have a Blender stream. Maybe, because I would like to try to do an idle rogue cycle. See if I can't get my head wrapped around that. But yeah, guys, we'll have the ToKON video up hopefully in the next few days. I'm gonna try to see if I can be more aggressive for getting content that we do here up sooner rather than later. But if you guys are curious, just check a look at my previous video before my shit blocked out. Hey, when my computer crashes, sometimes my progress is deleted. I know, right? That sucks. Actually, I had a motion builder crash today at work, but luckily it was only 10 minutes of work. Motion builder has probably one of the worst, sickest, and saltiest crashes that exist in software history, because it will do this. Once it crashes, it'll say, hey, you crashed, right? And then what it'll do, it says, hey, don't worry, I'm gonna save this file here, right, in this location for you. Would you like that? Yes or no? First off, it crashes and it gives you the option that says yes or no. No, it's okay. I'll just redo that 30, 40 minutes of work that I just lost. But thanks for asking, by the way. But anyway, you'll click yes, and guess what it'll do? It'll freeze, and it'll just cancel. So not only does it give you the hope that you could save this in a file that it was meant to do it, but it actually takes that away from you. So it gives you hope and then it gives you despair. That's what I hate about Motion Builder. But I had one of those crashes today. Luckily, it was only 10 minutes of work. Dude, was I the only one who thought Marvel Rivals skin for the Punisher summer skin looked like Rico Ramon? I think I saw that when I was looking for a line for Rogue and she was talking to Punisher. And didn't he have like those skull speedos? Dude, Rivals knows what they're doing, man. They know what audience they're pandering to. And that's the audience that's going to make them rich. Should be called Marvel Gooners. Did you, okay, like, you know what, well, just because I got to go in a second, but have you guys, let me say something. Have you guys seen that new Emma Frost pirate skin animation? Let me see if I can find that really quickly. Yeah, this one. That is a big parrot. Dude. Yeah, we just need a weight shift. That's it. We just need her like leaning from one side to the X. That's it. That's all you need. Nobody's even going to look at the bird. But I want you to polish that bird. Dog. Yeah, go check this one out, man. Like, they know exactly who they're parenting to. Like, you're not fooling anybody. That's why they're killing Overwatch right now. Like, seriously. It's like, you know, Overwatch is like, we got a cat. I'm like, oh, we got a parrot. You know. The design is like boss. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like they're just like throwing her in lingerie and putting a pirate hat on top of her, man. It is a pretty killer design. You know. She would have Jeff there. Man, I miss good old Jeff. I tell you one thing, like, Jeff was always busy, but like, he always stopped to say hi to me, which was like, that's something, like, I've worked with a bunch of directors in my career. No director ever stopped by just to say hello. He was the only one that ever did that. That's why I liked him. He remembered my name too. He was like, hey Brad, how's it going? How you doing? I was like, and like, I just felt like a moron. Like, me? Are you talking to me? Like anybody else in there was fucking named my name. But yeah, and I talked, I mean, before Aaron took over, I talked a lot with him. And then when he became director, that's when I didn't, that's when I couldn't talk to him anymore. So that's always kind of rubbed me a little south, you know. But, I mean, to his credit, he was undertaking a whole bunch of shit. Jeff was a really good guy. I really, really liked seeing behind the scenes Jeff. The world saw Jeff from the Overwatch team. I saw Jeff Kaplan. I saw Mr. Kaplan. Like, he was unfiltered, too. Like, first time I met him, he was swearing like a sailor, and I was like, this guy's cool. Like, it's so funny because, like, people will just, like, show you who they want to be. Like, you know, obviously a persona, but behind the scenes, Jeff was like, this fucking motherfucking thing. And I always thought that was funny because hearing that come out of his mouth, he had such a calm demeanor about him. But, like, seeing him swear up and down just made me laugh so hard. I was like, wait, this is Jeff? Yeah, he was always open to ideas, which was like, Some directors are cool with that. Like some directors would be like, yes, I would love to hear what you think of this, but I am making the decision. Like, and that's how most of them would be. Jeff was always open to ideas, and he'd always like accept ideas and be like, yeah, we should totally try that. We should totally do that. It was just the management underneath him would always be the ones to reel you back and be like, yeah, we're not doing that. Yes, you're not going to ask him that. You're not going to tell him that. No, you're not going to say that. And even if you like did get approval from him, it would never be like, yeah, that's going into the game. You know, so it's like, you know, it's just like that old college locker room bullshit. Let's just put it this way. Like people just want their ideas to be honored a lot more than other people, so to speak. And that's fine, just as long as it's a good idea. It fits into the game and it's fun. But most of that comes from people who just like, you know, will put their stamp of approval on it and say, because I said so. And then that's kind of the part where people have to be a little bit aggressive about it. Is just because somebody tells you no doesn't mean that that's the final answer. Be like, okay, I will show you. I will show you why it will work and why it is a good idea and why it's cool and why you are wrong. Not to be a dick or anything or an asshole about it, but be like literally like, you know, talk is cheap, right? So it's like, if you can prove it, go for it. Do it. Those Christmas videos always made me wonder if he was going on in his head. Oh yeah, him just like sitting in front of the fire. Yeah, it was always about trying to make like the trend, like a good trend, you know? Because, you know, that's around the time like when games are online and like the whole model was like to support the game for longevity, keep people occupied and interested and shit like that. That's like the whole model moving forward. Because people tend to forget, like when you make a video game, a year's lifespan in a video game is a long time. Like right after a year, your game is considered old, which is fucking nuts when you think about it in perspective. It's like you have a year to prove yourself. When the numbers come out, that determines its life cycle. Oh, have you ever played or heard of Poppy Playtime, by the way? No. I heard there's a new chapter come out. No, I don't know what Poppy Playtime is. I'm afraid to ask. Those yearly Junkenstein games. Yeah, I know, right? My favorite was Lucio Ball. I loved Lucio Ball. I freaking loved that game. Some Halloween skins slap though. Yeah, I had my own personal favorite with all those characters. I don't ever remember a Halloween one being the top. Probably the Mercy Witch one was the most popular. I do. I mean, now that I come to think of it, that Anna Pirate one, yeah, that one was pretty hot. In Zarya Retro 80s, I always enjoyed that one. I think I kind of crossed the line with this one. It's a horror game. I don't know much about it myself, but friends insisted that I should play it. The Devil Mercy, dang. Yeah, that was, yeah, I wish Mercy had her own little film. She was the most interesting one. I never ever played her, though. Like, I was never a Mercy player. I think, like, out of all the Overwatch characters, I probably played her the least, ironically. Nobody likes a Mercy. Nobody likes a Mercy anyway, because, like, they would always blame it on the healer. It was just battle Mercy. No, my two go-to supports were always Ana and Baptiste. I have to work on this throw a little bit. I'm gonna save it for right here, right now, chat. The Mercy song killed her cred. I don't believe I've ever heard that Mercy song. There's an animation in Overwatch that I've never looked at Mercy the same way again. It's done by the death metal guys. Let's see. I'm not gonna play it on stream, but like, let's see. They're the same guys that made Bat Metal. Oh my God, they got so many people ripping their work. It's stupid. Okay, these are the guys. God damn, they got 1 million subscribers. Makes sense. So check these guys out. Over Watt. Yeah, this is it.
Hey, Widowmaker. What the hell is going on with Mercy?
Okay, I can't watch this whole thing because I'm probably gonna get flagged for it. But this shit with Mercy is ridiculous. This is fucking hell, and this is peak. Oh my God. Yeah. Just go to YouTube and go to Overwatt. You guys will thank me later. Go watch this. This is insane. I remember watching this and I was like, should I share this with the team? Because not many people know that, like, game devs, we see everything online. We see all your bullshit. You guys post fan art, fan videos, like just like hate speech, bullshit, like recreational stuff, whatever. Guarantee the dev team is watching, seeing, and sharing. Okay, even the weird stuff too. Just not the too weird stuff, because we all got policies. Yeah. But yeah, anyway. I gotta get going, guys. Appreciate you guys as always. Thank you, Prima. Thank you for all the new followers and subs. Have a good night. I'll probably be back. Let's see, what is it, Tuesday? Yeah, I'll try to be on tomorrow. If not, I'll be on Thursday. I'm gonna do back-to-back streams. We'll probably jump into Blender too and have some fun with that. So I'll see you guys later in the next one. But peace out. Have a good one. I'll catch you on the flip side.